Stoke are being screwed by refereeing decisions every single week. So is it time to see nasty Stoke City again? Too nice. Hello's comments, according to some fans. We're reviewing, of course, that game at the weekend where Stoke was screwed again out of a certain goal. And I'm going to do that again because it's rubbish. Oh, Pelops is too nice. It's time for nasty Stoke again. The referees are screwing Stoke City out of certain decisions which are costing them points. It's time to get nasty. That's the question we're asking on this week's episode of Where Potters Walk. We're also looking at the Christmas fixtures, out of contract players in the summer, and who do these guys want in the third round of the FA Cup as that gets drawn next week. Welcome to 20 minutes of Stoke City chat. If you haven't found us yet, please drop us a subscribe. With the bottom down there in the left-hand corner, and we'd love you to get to 25 likes on this week's video. If you haven't yet done so, please just press that like button at the end of the video. Right then, Carl, let's start with you then this week. What was your view of the QPR game?
Yeah, I think QPR were the better side, to be honest with you, particularly the first half. I thought they had the better of the game, considering they're the team that are lacking form and lacking confidence. They took the game to us. But of course, Cannon popped up with that goal, that wonder goal. And then second half was similar, really. I mean, they come into it again. They obviously got their goal, but I felt like typical Stoke when they got their goal, we woke up and then, I thought we took the game to them, really, in that last 15, 20 minutes. So, you've got to look at it as a point, as a positive, considering the way that we were playing, I think.
Carl, sorry, thanks, Carl. Liam, the view from Sam here was, I have to disagree with Chico regarding the disallowed goal. It isn't about making excuses. It's about transparency and fairness for the referees. If we keep getting decisions against us, then we should be vocal about it. And this was a view voiced by many Stoke fans that are saying, we should be kicking off a lot more than we are as a club. Pelosh was saying, well, we don't want to make a mountain of it. These things happen. He's very nice, your manager, but Stoke fans got a point. We want to see the old nasty Stoke side back and saying this isn't good enough.
I don't think it'd go amiss at times. I imagine internally, Palazzo is probably pulling his hair out about it. I think he's just probably saying this for show. I think he's very much trying to keep a bond with the squad and stop stuff like he said, he doesn't want excuses. Now, it's not an excuse. It is genuine mistakes that are happening. But I think he's using it as a kind of what Pulis used to do, a bit of a everyone us against the world kind of thing. If the ref decisions don't go with us, we don't make excuses. We just get on with it. But I would hope the club are in discussions about it with the PGMOL or whoever they need to speak to, because some of the decisions have been beyond awful.
And it's Stoke every single week that seem to cop for it. We know some clubs have had, one, maybe two go against them, but we can now count 4 major decisions in games, Carl, where Stoke have lost points because of it. Here's 2 alternative views of things, though. Luke says, don't let Gavin Ward distract you from the fact we just got battered by the bottom of the league. We were so poor. Richard says, we have garbage fans complaining about a point away from home. Oh, we got battered, yada, yada, yada. Bore off. We had a goal disallowed and scored their goal for them, but the mighty Potters. All right. Whose side are you on there?
I love our fans, they're so chalk and cheese, aren't they? I agree with both of them, to be honest with you. I mean, like I said to you, I think we were very poor. They were by far the better side. QPR were. They wanted it more. But again, like I say, I think we touched on it a couple of weeks ago. The referee decisions, the standard of officiating in the Championship, it's diabolical. You wouldn't let some of these refs manage a kids' game on a Sunday, would you? Really? You've got to beat what's put in. It's a bit like boxing, isn't it? If you leave it in the hands of the judges, sort of thing, then you go and get screwed, and that's what seems to be happening with the referee. But I think Palak said it. We should be putting the games to bed then, if that's the case. Don't use referees as an excuse for us not winning. We've got beat what's in front of us regardless, but certainly enthalping.
Cheers, Carl. Let's look at this one. Now, I think it was you, Liam, who said last week about Jun Ho that he just needs a goal. Needs a goal from anywhere. Lenny says not only cost us the 3 points, but what a finish! It would have done wonders for Jun Ho's confidence. And I think you called it. I'm sure you called it a couple of weeks ago on here that he is just lacking that confidence and just needs a goal. So, what a shame for him for that to be ruled out as well.
Yeah, it was a really good finish as well. The decision just boggles the mind because the angles I've seen it from, it either touches the top of his shoulder or barely brushes the top of his arm. So if you think it touches his arm, blow the whistle. Yeah. Don't wait then for 25 seconds for you, run the ball forward, take a man on and put it in the bottom corner and then blow up. But Stoke fans have had it in for Gavin Ward, and rightly so, for many a year. He is the worst of a bad bunch, in my opinion. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by it at all. But yeah, it's sad for Juno because he's been getting closer. I thought when we played Millwall, I thought he had a decent game against Millwall, probably one of his better ones, and nearly scored. And then this, so hopefully, nearly scoring disallowed next game, goal.
All right, final one on this one, Carl, was Ryan saying Pelots needs to stop his obsession with 4-4-2 now. That old debate is back. Do you agree?
I like the 4-4-2. I'm a bit of a dinosaur. I love 4-4-2 formation. I think he used it when he first came, and everybody's like, he's playing the 4-4-2. This is brilliant. Just probably because the football on Saturday wasn't what we want. People moan. Like I said to you, it's Stoke fans all over. We're brilliant. We're so quick to be negative with anything. And I'm the same. I'm a Stoke fan. I'll moan a lot. But no, I don't mind the 4-4-2, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right. It's a busy period we're heading into now then. Christmas fixtures, 9 fixtures, in 31 days. Liam, have you got the squad to cope with this?
I think everyone's going to come back just in time for the games because, like I say, we've been missing Lawal, we've been missing Sam Gallagher, and some other players. And Berger's just had his ban for bookings, so he's back. So there's a good chance that just as these games start, we're going to have pretty much everyone back. So I think so. You know, we've got enough players, and we've got enough quality, and I think we'll be all right.
Okay. It's nicer to talk about mid-table stuff, though, isn't it? Than this point last year, we were looking square bang at relegation, weren't we?
I think, like Carl was saying, some Stoke fans are quite easy to be negative, but for me, I see it as this is probably the highest consistently we've been now for a couple of seasons, and I know it's only 11th, but you don't have to be brilliant in the Championship. We've played some good stuff before and lost games. Now we're quite hard to beat, which I'll take all day. I'll play 4-4-2 and defend the edge of the box and not have much possession all week and come away with results. So I'm happy with what he's doing so far.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, we're going to definitely find out what Stoke are made of because in this stretch of 8 games, you play 4 of them against teams in the top 4 in the table. With double headers, of course, against Sunderland, double header against Burnley, and a Leeds game thrown in there for good measure on Boxing Day as well. So this is gonna test the side, isn't it, Carl?
Yeah.
Although to be fair, last year when Leeds came, you gave them a good game and you won thanks to Bamford missing that penalty.
Still in the air, that is.
Yeah, but come on, home games against Burnley, Sunderland, and Leeds. This is. First of all, let's hope the Bet365 gets filled for those games because once you make that an atmosphere, they'll make that game even trickier. But yeah, are you looking forward to this period, or is there too many games for even you as a fan? Do you think?
Yeah, looking forward to it. The only one I aren't, I think, the Leeds on Boxing Day. It's 8:00 kickoff, isn't it? It's Sky TV for you again, that is. But yeah, no, these are the sort of games Stoke fans and the Stoke team have always thrived on. You know, back in the days when we were in the Premier League, it used to be your Man United, Man City. We used to go play some great stuff and we always used to turn up for them. and then you get your lesser teams, let's say, and we'd always lose against them. So we've got some tasty fixtures there. So yeah, hopefully, like I say, the Bet365 gets filled and get a bit of atmosphere going, and see how we go.
All right, then let's talk transfer window. Then the first thing we've got to do before we get onto that is talking about the out of contract players, of which there are 7 whose contract comes up in the end of June. Liam, so ignoring the loan players for a second, if you were in charge, what conversations need to start happening?
I'd keep Michael Rose as a backup centre back. I don't mind him. He's not going to start every week. Jack Bonham, I'd get rid of straight away. Bring another keeper in. Tesgal, they could do with tying his contract down. To be honest, I think he'll go out on loan in January. But they could do with tying it down. Stevens is our best left back, in my opinion, and Frankie Fielding doesn't play for Stoke because nobody's ever seen him. Everyone thinks they're being gaslit by him because we see him in videos now and again, but I don't think anyone's actually seen him catch a ball. So
best of it is when you listen to the players in there and they say who's the joker and who's the one that keeps the dressing room. They always say Frank Fielding. Everybody's like, who?
He's just there for team morale. He's literally there just to have a laugh and keep the players on the toes, I think.
Okay, what about Gooch and Thompson?
Gooch, I don't mind. He's a bit of a utility player. I think Thompson will go. I think we've got quite a stacked midfield now. And I don't mind Jordan Thompson for what he is. He'll come in and break the play up. He's not the best on the ball. But I think if you want to progress, he shouldn't really be playing in centre midfield for you anymore.
Okay. All right. Carl, first of all, do you disagree with anything there?
No, pretty much agree with it all. Jordan Thompson, like I say, I don't know on that one what he'll do with Jordan because the midfield's packed. I mean, I always have a laugh with my mate Ross. We do like Jordan Thompson fans. He always seems to do the dirty, nitty gritty work that no one else wants to. But like Liam's just said, if you want progress, I mean, we've just got rid of Laurent and Baker. Are they worse than what Thompson is now? So if we won't go further forward, unfortunately, as much as I like shouting his name, I think Jordan Thompson will have to go.
Okay. What about these loan players then? I mean, all you hear on social media is people wanting Cannon and Kumas to sign. I doubt Kumas would. No disrespect, of course, to Stoke. But Liam, would you want the club breaking the bank for any of those in green there?
I said 10 million was too much for Tom Cannon, but we have not had somebody who knows where the goal is for about 20 years, and that guy knows where the goal is. So I don't think we've got that kind of money. We've got that kind of money, but I don't think we can spend that kind of money. If we can, I'd just go and spend it on him now. Moran, I like Moran, really like him. I don't think we'd be able to sign him. And I think the same with Phillips. I think Phillips will end up playing Premier League football. And Kumas won't, considering he's only, 18? You can tell he's 18 because he's quite raw, but in general, for an 18-year-old, he is a very good player. So I probably could only sign Cannon out of them, and that's a big ask because I still think Sheffield United won't sign him. So, where would you go if you were him?
Yeah. It's not that much warmer in Sheffield, though, let's be honest.
No, true.
All right, cheers for that. Let us know in the comments what you would do. And finally, then, this week, it's FA Cup third round draw next weekend. So, what draw would you like, Carl? Home or away? Any teams left in it? What do you want?
You've got to go for one of the big Premier League sides, aren't you? Your Man United, Man City, something like that. A nice away day for us. It's been a while since we've been in any Premier League stadium, so I'd go for one of the big teams, an away day.
Yeah, Arsenal at home. That's always a good one.
That'd be a tasty one, wouldn't it? I mean, that's always a feisty fixture for us. So yeah, it'd be nice to revisit that one. I'm sure we'd fill it and get some atmosphere going for that one. So yeah, just one of the big sides, really.
Good shout, Liam.
Vale at home. Get Port Vale at home.
You wouldn't be able to enjoy that, surely.
Oh, yeah. I don't care enough about the FA Cup to. If they beat us, they beat us. But just for the atmosphere. The atmosphere, we haven't had a good atmosphere. Like, I would say probably Leeds last season was probably the best atmosphere we've had in a good while. It's been quite dead down Stoke for, I'd probably agree, for quite a few years now. There's not much that gets us going. Even if we win games now, everyone's like, yeah. But I think if we had Vale down there, they'd definitely turn up anyway. So
Staffordshire Police would be a record number of sick notices.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't they? Oh, I've got Vale mates that say, didn't you, last time you met, didn't you go and smash their toilets up at Vale
Yeah.
Park? So
it's
they're
only-
waiting to smash your toilets up, and then the next time they come.
It was only our under-21s as well, and we filled the away end.
Yeah.
Right. Let us know in the comments what you prefer, Vale at home or United away. Let us know. Right. Thanks for watching. You know what to do. Subscribe and like, as you always do. Thank you so much for your love and comments. Thank you, Liam. Thank you, Carl. We'll see you next week
Cheers.
after this week's double header. Cheers.